No, Rob brought it up. I think he's a retard. Like he said, Eli Manning over Aaron Rodgers. That's like the stupidest thing
Well,
I've ever
Rob
heard
didn't
in my
say
life.
that. CJ Stroud said that, right?
Yeah, but Rob posted it, and
Oh, okay.
I felt disgusted, like I was gonna throw up in my mouth about
That's
it, and unfortunately, I didn't throw up. But still, it's horrible. Like, dude, what are you saying?
so the
He's saying
article
that
real
he's saying that he'd rather have two rings than one and a bunch of MVP.
Okay, so he'd rather have one more ring instead of a Hall of Fame career. That's like saying I'd rather be Joe Flacco than Dan Marino.
But Eli's going to the Hall of Fame.
What
Maybe
Hall of Fame?
not first ballot, but he's going
He
to
has
be
a
one this year.
500 record. He's led the league in interceptions multiple times.
I
He
will
has a
say
better,
Eli is the hardest one to gauge.
but he has a
He's
better
got
playoff record than.
he
Go ahead.
got carried. He had two. They had two postseason runs that the defense carried
Mm-hmm.
them.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
The
The
biggest
defense
thing
carried
that,
him for
that
two.
Eli
For
has,
two out of his whole career, he got carried 2 years.
Eli's
to the-
the only one to have beaten Tom Brady. That's the biggest thing on his resume, and he beat him twice. That he's
The
got two
defense
rings.
beat him.
Listen, it doesn't matter. Eli,
Well,
you know
no,
how
actually,
reporters
I
are
mean
nowadays.
they
They
both
love
beat
this.
him though.
They love
No,
to say
the
rings
defense
mean
beat him. The
something.
defense shut down the most prolific offense ever to 17 points.
Yeah,
That's why they won the game.
But Eli and the offense has
Did
two.
nothing.
They
He
have
got
two. No, they have
two
two of
lucky passes.
they have two memorable catches.
Okay, he got all right. I just said it. He got two lucky passes.
I mean one
That
is
is
like
his-
the greatest flukiest catch of all
That is
time.
okay. Well, I said that is his
Yeah.
career. That is his career. That's what you're taking over the guy who's had 4 MVPs, a Super Bowl,
One
multiple All Pros.
only been there one time.
Okay, you know the time he won the Super Bowl, the year he had a good defense. So,
Okay.
except he put up points. The defense didn't carry him; they just helped him.
But Eli has a better playoff record than him, though.
Eli Manning only have 2 playoff runs his whole career.
He's 8-4 in the
though,
he's
overall
8
is
and
not bad.
he's 8-4 in
Yeah,
the playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers
and
is 1-0.
And Aaron Rodgers is 11-10 in the playoffs.
No,
He's
isn't
1-0 in the Super Bowl.
Rodgers
If one more,
3
listen,
trips.
if you choose a guy with a mediocre career because he has one more Super Bowl, I don't got nothing else to talk to you about.
Didn't
Like, I
Rodgers
don't
get there
even want-
3 times?
No, he's only been to one Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers has the same career path as Brett Favre. They both took Green Bay to the Super Bowl one time. And I think Favre went twice. I think, right?
No, Favre I think was just one.
No,
I
they
think
got
Rodgers
one.
was twice.
And
I know he
if
got
you tell
one.
me
I'm
you
saying
want
he
Eli
went
Manning
twice,
career over Brett Favre, I might hang up on you.
No, I'm not saying I would
Over
take
Brett
Eli.
Favre? They
I'm-
are
I'm-
the same guy with 2 more rings. He's just as reckless, just as many interceptions.
You mean one
No,
more
I'm
ring?
Eli over Brett Favre. Favre is overrated.
One more
Favre
ring.
needs to thank John Madden for his entire
That's like
career.
you telling me, Trent Dilfer got a Super Bowl and Marino didn't. I like Trent Dilfer.
And that's always been the argument
It's
when people
retarded.
say Super Bowl winning quarterbacks are a big deal. Are you taking Trent Dilfer over Dan Marino? No, you're not. So
Okay.
they need to stop
That's-
saying how
Trent-
these
but
rings
Trent-
mean so much. It's a team game
Trent Dilfer
It
got
is.
carried to his Super Bowl just like Eli Manning did his.
by one of the greatest historically great defense too. It's not just a good defense. That Ravens is
So I'm
historically
just saying,
great.
he got carried to a Super Bowl
Yeah.
win just like Eli Manning.
Yeah, 100%.
So, I mean, if you're gonna tell me you pick, Trent Dilfer over Dan Marino, then
Yeah.
go for
Like,
it.
do you want
That's-
Brad
that's not even-
Johnson? Do you
that's not
want
even
Rich
comparison.
Gannon?
Yeah, see, those guys are.
You
in
don't
the
want
same
those
ballpark.
guys.
I think
Brad Johnson? You taking Brad
Dilfer.
Johnson over Dan Marino? Like,
think
come on,
those
Doug.
guys-
Brad Johnson?
Those guys are in the
His
same
career
boat.
is what Eli Manning's career is, except he does
but with
just
those
with
guys-
one less Super Bowl.
You call them system quarterbacks. They fit a system on a good team and they won a ring. They didn't try
That's
to go
what I'm
above
saying.
and beyond.
His
So
they have like the same exact career, except Eli Manning has one more Super Bowl.
Would you rather have the system guy who fits the system and get you to the Super Bowl, or a star franchise quarterback who's always going to sell you short if he doesn't win one every year?
Nah, give me the good player.
So what we're talking about here, Stroud said
Give me the
CJ
good
Stroud,
player, bro.
CJ Stroud doesn't think winning NFL MVP is nearly as important as collecting Super Bowl titles. In a recent interview on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, the Houston Texans quarterback said he'd rather have a career like Eli over Aaron Rodgers because Eli's got two rings. Manning played his entire career in New York from 2004 to 19. The former passer never earned an All-Pro berth and led the league in interceptions 3 times before retiring 117 and 117. However, Manning helped the Giants win 2 Super Bowls and was named Super Bowl MVP on both occasions.
Dude has a 500 record. Like, come on, bro.
He's an interception machine.
That's like you telling me you'd rather Eli Manning's career over Matthew Stafford's career. Like, bro, stop it.
So that's an interesting one. So I think Eli gets to the Hall of Fame solely on the 2 wins against the Patriots.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to be a Hall of Famer whether you like it or not.
Nah,
but the media loves that shit. The ones who vote for him say, yeah, but he did beat Brady. They don't care about the catch by Tyree, the nice pass to Manningham and all those guys. He beat Brady. They don't go with each other on the field, which is what bothers me about those comparisons. It's not baseball where it's pitch to pitcher. It's a team versus a team in football. And like you said earlier, the Super Bowl, that makes you a good quarterback. No one is taking Trent Dilfer over Dan Marino. Nobody is. No one, not one single person.
Robert Ory is one of the greatest ever. Then
I was just about to say, would you like Robert Ory's 7 rings, or let's say
LeBron James? No, I'll take LeBron James.
Let's say LeBron only got the rings in Miami. So would you take Robert Ory?
I don't care if LeBron had no rings. I would take LeBron over Robert.
It's just
Ory.
like championships are cool, but championships are won by a team.
Exactly.
It's cool to be the best guy on the team. But
and
it's part of that team.
No, it's won by a team, correct, but also your contribution. A lot of people know that Robert Ory played, outside of his 7 rings, Robert Ory played, I'd probably say 4 out of the 7 vital moments and contributed a lot. Eli Manning contributed to them 2 rings. The defense might have been more.
No, he's a quarterback. I mean, the most important position in all sports. But
championships are team.
Rex Grossman took Chicago Bears, or the Chicago Bears went to the Super Bowl, right? It wasn't because of Rex Grossman, right?
That team. But if he was a little better at it,
but if he would have won, he would have been Eli Manning.
So
the defense carried him.
So Eli was capable enough or above.
No, Eli wasn't capable. Eli got carried.
So then, who threw them passes? That's what we're saying.
I just told you he got 2. He got 2 lucky passes. That's his career.
The 15-0 season, didn't Tom Brady throw the go-ahead touchdown? Giants was losing, right? 14-10. And then Eli
that defense shut the most prolific offense to 17 points. That's why he won. That's why he won.
In 2 Super Bowls, Manning is 551 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, a passer rating of 96.2. That's just a quick scan of what I got here. But yeah, your defense.
If that's Aaron Rodgers, if that's Joe Burrow, if that's Josh Allen, you're saying, oh shoot, 96 passer rating, 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, elite, MVP, unanimous. I'm not an Eli fan per se, but you gotta give him his credit.
If that was Josh Allen would be carrying his team. It wouldn't be the defense carrying Josh Allen. So yes, I would probably say it was because of Josh Allen.
But yeah, I would say Eli, like you said, Felix was talking about the defense. You didn't just beat a great offense.
His front four,
you beat
into Tom. His front four getting the top. Tom Brady is what won the Super Bowl,
and he just had to not screw it up. And again, he's going to get in there because he beat New England twice. If he'd have beat the Dolphins, if he'd have beat Buffalo, if he'd have beat Kansas City, nobody would have cared. But isn't he the only one to beat Brady? Or did Brady lose once in?
He lost to Carson
Brady.
Wentz and the Eagles. Nick Foles.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if that doesn't happen, Eli's the only one to beat him, bro. They put him on Mount Rushmore.
So does
all
Patrick,
because he beat.
So did Patrick Mahomes
I don't
get
think
carried
so.
last
I don't
Super
think
Bowl,
so.
or it was
fans don't vote for this, so I don't think so.
But the media loves. Oh, but he beat Tom Brady. Oh my God!
Nah, I don't never hear that.
To me, he's the biggest question mark for the Hall of Fame because his numbers.
I don't never hear anyone say, "Oh, but he beat Tom Brady." I hear he's a mediocre. He was a mediocre quarterback.
His 2 rings were against
with
Brady.
2 runs. The defense.
His 2 rings were against Brady. 1 an undefeated season killer. Like that's what's going to get him in. But it's a weird one because he has the numbers for a nobody, but 2 rings against the statistically greatest quarterback of all time.
And they struggled to get in the playoffs both times. They was
they backed in. They were the last seed.
And then they caught fire. So the defense just put up 40 points.